All right, welcome back everybody. This is part 2 of the cabinet install. It's the next day. I kind of got the rest of the cabinets laid out here so I can start getting everything fitted in. Everything has gone really well so far actually. I haven't had too many real issues. Things have actually gone pretty smoothly, knock on wood. Let's get into today's video. So I now have these end cabinets kind of test fitted. Everything else is already bolted down for the most part. The back cabinets are all done. These cabinets are all installed. So now I got to get these ones lined up and then leveled and attached. And then I'll have to put this backing in. And then I'll have to do the side pieces here. So that's the project for today. Let's go. All right, here we are. Got the first cabinet installed. What I did was I actually tried to get these things lined up so I could get this seam. You can't see it very well, which is good. That's the whole point. It's perfectly lined up on the edge, nice and tight all the way through. What I did was I cut a couple of pieces of wood as a spacer, and then put screws to attach the upper part of the cabinet. And then down here to hold the face, I drilled a hole down through that actually goes up underneath. Can't really see it very well, which is good. Underneath here, and that pulls the face tight on the bottom. Then I put another one in here underneath where the shelf is going to sit so you can't see it. And I put another spacer right there to hold that so that it's all spaced out evenly, and that has worked like a charm. So now I'm actually going to do the same thing with this cabinet. We're going to get it lined up over here, and that way we'll have this entire side done. Putting together a little bit of ingenuity has worked. Just kind of taking my time, making sure I'm doing it right. So far so good. All right, these ones are bolted down, all screwed in on this end. Everything's level. This end ended up having to get shimmed. Probably, man, I'd say somewhere between 1/8 and 1/4 of an inch. But everything else is really flat. This spot right here must have had some low spot for some reason. Guess we'll have to see how that turns out when I get the flooring down. Moving on to this side now. I'm going to get this all screwed in. It's actually worked really well using these spacers. Got a spacer here, spacer here, and then one there. Keeps all the cabinets the same width apart. Keeps everything nice and lined up. Alright, everything is now tightened down on this end. I'm getting ready to go put all the drawers and all the shelves and everything back into the island. And then I can start focusing in on building this area and then that area. I have now gotten all of the doors, drawers, everything is reassembled on the cabinets. All the faces are back on. Quick walk around. Everything is nice and solid, nice and stable. It's pretty awesome. I probably have about 9 hours or so into this to get to the stage that I'm at right now. Right here on the back I have to put the cover on. I have to then get the toe kicks on the other side. And then around these little areas here, I also bought the like not the shoe molding. What do you call that stuff? It's I think it's called baseboard molding. Similar to what you put around the baseboard for your walls, but it has a nice like finish for the cabinets, so it goes on the back side of that. I think it'll look really nice when it's all done. In order to finish the corner right here, I'm actually going to build a section that goes this way and put a fake door on so it looks nice and finished. So I got to put one on that side and one on that side, but I got to fabricate everything. So that's the last piece of doing these cabinets, and then I can actually start putting the flooring down. Right now I got to run upstairs to get my kids lunch, so I'll come back after that and get to working. All right, what you can see me doing here is I'm actually marking a line. What that's going to do is I set a laser up off the edge of this. It'll go straight here to the wall. I'm drawing the edge, so that way I can then take this line out to the end, and then I'll put a piece of wood, so that way the countertop will all be the same height. It'll give the countertop some structure to actually sit against. I've gotten to the point now where I'm going to cut the back for this, and it's going to be 90 inches wide, 34.5 inches tall, and I need to unbox this piece here so I can lay it out and actually cut it. You can see that I've actually gotten these pieces of board attached now. These are out and leveled, so that way I can actually, you see there? So that way the countertop, when it goes out across the top of this, it'll have something structural to lay on, and I'm also going to build out a piece that's going to come across here. I probably will also put another piece of wood down there just to give it some additional vertical, just to give it a little bit of additional strength vertically there. This side also has a piece out now. Yeah, making progress. This one is going to have a piece that gets built out across this way, and I'm also going to put another piece here that's going to give it some structural support on the other side of this refrigerator. Yeah, there we go. Time to get after it. Alright, I got this laid out now. I used actually 3 pieces of the Cortec boxes to kind of give it a platform. 4 feet wide this way by 96 inches. So I actually only need to cut it 90 inches wide and then 34.5 this way. So what I'm going to do is mark it out, and then I'm going to draw on it with a laser and a straight edge and get everything marked up and hopefully cut it nice and straight. I'm going to put some painter's tape on it when I cut it, because I'm actually going to cut it freehand because I don't have a table saw. The good news is that the cut edge will be hidden by some molding, so that should be fine. This bit's a little stressful, so hopefully it works out okay. Wish me luck. Like a freaking glove. Look at that. That looks nice. Whew, that was stressful. Turned out good though. Let's keep going. Alright, I got the next steps done here. I got 2 new cleats put in with Tapcon screws down, this side and this side. I measured for the toe kick. What I did was actually set that laser down right there, shot a laser across. That laser was measured 9 inches off of the toe kick down here, because you can see the toe kick doesn't extend past there. So I needed to create another toe kick here so it would be uniform all the way across. So that's what it's going to look like. And put another piece of wood over top of this one, and then that way I'll have something to attach the toe kick to. Then I'm going to put a piece of structural, probably, I don't know what I'm going to use, probably just plywood right there, and then that will get tied into for the piece, the finishing piece. Alright, now I got everything set up. I got a whole bunch of bracketry in here. I got a whole bunch of pieces of wood. Got these little brackets set up. I got another couple of brackets right here that I've got bent into the right angle. So when I get this put on, I'll be able to attach the front. Over here, I've now laid out my first piece. This is the other sheet of plywood that I have, which is also 4 feet by 8 feet. This one is actually 3/4 of an inch thick, and it is really heavy. I don't know, it's way heavier than the other one. Anyway, it doesn't really matter, who cares. Anyway, I got everything laid out. I'm going to cut the front piece that's going to go on over there. Cut this piece, then I'm going to attach it. Anyway, lucky for me, if I mess this one up, I got a lot of this plywood left over, so I can actually I can recut it if I need to, but hopefully I'll get it right on the first try. Let's go. I got the first one in. Looks really nice. I forgot to put the door and the drawer back in. I'll do that real quick and do another real quick filming of it. I put the door and drawer back on, so now you can see the whole thing. So I didn't get a chance to finish this side. That one took forever. Just doing this one side. I gotta call it quits for the day. It's already dark outside. I gotta go get my kids into bed. I'm pretty tired now anyway. Been nothing but doing cabinets this weekend, but I'm really excited because I've actually gotten a lot of work done. I actually bought an additional door that will go over this, so it actually will look completely finished, although it'll be basically a fake door that doesn't do anything, because obviously the back space here is completely empty. But I fabbed up a toe kick, so that way the toe kick will go all the way across the bottom, down to the refrigerator. I'll put the faux door on the front there. We'll get some, we'll put some hardware on this thing. We'll put some countertops on. That'll be done. I'm not going to film me fabricating up this end here. I'm just going to I'm going to get it done, and then I will film it all at the very end. That way you can see how it looks at the very end. Everything's nice. All right, I have gotten the custom fabbed end units done on both ends. I have these fake doors that are going to get mounted that are just basically a cover, and it'll go right over top there, and it'll make it look nice and finished. Look at that. The doors are on. That looks awesome. I even got the toe kick down. I haven't nailed it up yet though, but the toe kick is in. That looks so good. Man, I'm so proud of myself. This one's in, and so is that one. This door's in too. Everything's nice and straight. From here all the way across, all the way down. I could not have asked for this to turn out any better. This just turned out really, really, really nice. Now I just got to get the countertops. I'm going to get the flooring put in. Last couple bits now are to do the toe kicks and get all the rest of that stuff. I got to put this trim in here, this baseboard trim. Now that the cabinet is installed, I can get that done. Then all the flooring goes down. Stay tuned for that one. This is what the flooring looks like. This is just a little test spot of it. I'm really excited about how these cabinets turned out. I am not a carpenter, but this came out exactly how I planned, and I'm really, really pleased because I feel like I did a great job. First time I've ever done something like this. I have a lot of time into these cabinets. As a matter of fact, I have just as much time into building these corners as I do in putting all this together. But that's just because I don't do this for a living, and I was, measuring a bunch of times and trying to make sure I did it right. I would say overall, the cabinet install down here took me about 3 days. First day was probably about 5 hours. Second day was probably about 6 hours, and then the third day was probably about another 5 hours. So if you're thinking about building a bar in your own basement, the results speak for themselves. You can do this. I can't wait to have a beer down here and enjoy it with my family and my friends once this COVID thing is over with. Anyway, see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.